Genji is on a 4-match, 8 games winning streak. You guys are undefeated so far here in the second round robin. Well, we are undefeated, that's true, but it's only the beginning of round 2, so I don't really care too much about the, being undefeated, stuff like that. I just want to keep, pushing forward. Yeah, just like Chovy said, it's only the beginning of round 2, so I don't think that's a big deal, and we have a very big match coming up, so I hope I can focus on that instead. And Chovy, you blind picked Ahri in both game 1 and 2. A very common choice these days. Why do you think a lot of mid laners are having priority over this pick? I think Ahri, she does a decent job in the laning phase, and also she can kind of exert a lot of pressure as soon as she kind of scales well. What kind of pressure? Because she has a very high mobility. She can create a lot of new kind of unexpected actions against the opponent, something that opponents cannot really see coming. Game number 1, Gwen was able to win lane on the top lane, and then Doran decided to roam down to the mid lane, and that was really impressive. With you and Doran, you were able to pick up 2 kills on Orianna. So was that your setup, or was it Doran's call? Well, Doran, he said he had some downtime, so he just want to pay a visit down on the mid lane. So I just told him how Orianna is doing on the mid lane, and we were able to set up for a turret dive. I guess we could see a very good teamwork between Doran and Chovy. Game 2, Pyosik was playing around Genji's bottom lane. He was doing a lot of early actions on Genji's bot duo. What do you think of that play? I mean, he did get fed early on. His Lee was super strong, but looking at their comp, we still thought that we have a lot of strength later on, so we didn't really worry too much about that. And how did you plan to deal with the Lee Sin, who started off with 2 kills? I was like, let's not just fight when Lee is nearby. And Peanut. Hikarim is on a 6-game winning streak here in the LCK Spring. Yeah, I think he's been having a great days these days. So, tell us about the Hikarim pick. Do you think that's the best option to set up for plays? I think you also have to consider the opponent's pick, but looking at today's comp, Hikarim was a good pick. A lot of people say he came together with Ahri can find a great synergy, and that duo is actually having a 3-0 score so far. So could you break down the strength of that combo? They both have a very high mobility and really good at, making plays. So even without Ahri, Hikarim is really good in general. Game 2, Aphelios was able to find some crazy moonlight visual, and that moment DRX was able to actually turn the game around. Were you kind of worried at that moment? Chovy did a great job, so we were supposed to win that fight, but we actually kind of got dragged and we were just diving too much, so actually DRX was able to win that fight. But still, we thought our comp was really good, so we just wanted to kind of slow down and focus up. So how did you guys plan to turn the game around after that big teamfight loss? We only had 2 minutes for the next streak, and we also lost our tier 2 turret as well. So we were able to kind of see that we can actually kind of drag out the game when the opponents have the Baron buff. So we didn't think that that was a huge crisis for us. In game 2, in round 2, Genji has become way stronger. I mean, round 1 Genji was really strong, but it is even stronger. And the average game time is so short. You guys are so fast to close out the games. So what kind of change or other improvements did you guys kind of achieve throughout the transition of splits? I have no idea. What about you, Peanut? These days, I think we have become a lot better at calculating leads and loss, Not only us, but I think every other teams are doing a great job as well. So that's why LCK, the league itself, has become a lot faster. Your next opponent is T1. A lot of people are already so hyped for that match coming up. What do you expect from that series? First off, Baker is doing a great job. He's one of the strongest mid laners. So I'm looking forward to the T1 series. And about the result, it's gonna be 2-1. Whoever wins, I can't really predict it right now, but I hope that's gonna be Genji. What about you, Peanut? What's your bet? I mean, it's a sports, you know, I really wanna win, you know. But T1 right now is unstoppable, so I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. But I hope we don't feel too pressured about this series in order to have better result. And lastly, any message over to the fans? Thank you for all the support. That's the motivation for me, and we could enjoy all the matches. And I hope I can come back stronger and keep this good form for our fans. And always stay safe, everyone. And this will be the end of the interview from Chovy, Peanut, and back to the analyst carpet space. Thank you.